To walk from Akright to Kasese, faith in motion, 345 kilometers, so that every step may bring blessing for the roofing of this church. As we are also building our church, and you're building yours, may this twin effort bring us blessing under one source, the blessing of Saint Patrick. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you so much. Blessing of our sacrament. Our help is in the name of the Lord. Amen. Through the intercession of Our Lady of Mount Carmel and all the members of the Order of Carmelites, we therefore, I, a priest ordained to bless.
Hola, hola, hola. All right, so here I am, living the lovely Akright, feeling fresh. This is my home, my residence, my residential area. And I'm now going onto this dusty road, which will ensure that by the time I reach Mpigi, which is going to be the destination that I'm going to sleep at this evening, I'm surely going to be dusty because it's the dry season in Uganda, and well, dry season means dust. But anyway, you know, as a walker, you cannot afford to be worried about such things. You know, you've got to understand that you're out in nature. Take pride sometimes in being all that dusty. You don't have to look all neat and clean like the town people, because now it is time to connect with nature. Yeah. So this walk marks the beginning, actually marks the only walk, I think the only walk that I've done this year. A year in which I've been focusing a lot on my standing meditation, but now I want to test the machine and see the results, how much stability, structural strength, structural alignment, how much fascial strength, tensile strength, all the beautiful things of this amazing breatharian journey, a journey of energy, a journey of strength. So I'm going to test my philosophy on the road, do this 345 kilometers and see how much I can take the beating. Yeah. So anyway, I'm off. I'm having a great time. See you guys soon. Hola. So this is day 2 of my walk from Akright city in Kampala to Kasese. It's called the Faith in Motion Trek. It is 345 kilometers that will see me going through beautiful Ugandan country. Yeah, man. So on this day 2, last night I didn't sleep well, probably did about 2 hours. But my guru, Elito Melamin, warned me that among the things you're going to encounter, among the things you're going to encounter on the breatharian journey is diminished sleep. And his reasoning was that as you detoxify your body, because the breatharian journey is a journey of health, and detoxification is part of the health journey. As you detoxify yourself more, as you balance out the energies in your body, you know, processes like fasting are very powerful for detoxification. And I live a life of daily fasting as part of my breatharian journey. So it is expected that because the body is clean and the energy is moving efficiently and harmoniously, your need for sleep, because sleep is a restorative process, is a detoxification process, your need for that is going to reduce. Yeah, so I'm here chilling under this magnificent tree, relaxing and cooling off. Tired after last night's poor sleep. It means that my energy is not very high. But the worst part is that now I am lost. The Google map made me lost, so that means I have to walk back about, I don't know, 2-3 kilometers to find my way. I feel terrible about that. But I guess those are the perils, that is the occupational hazards of a walker. It's a beautiful village, quiet, nice, in Butambala. Quiet, beautiful. Here I am in Kanoni, Gombe, a town as you're heading to Kasese. Yeah, so I'm still about 13 kilometers from my location, which will see me do about 33 kilometers today. This is my day 3, and it's been a beautiful day because it's been cool. The rains have started. I did not even consider to carry a raincoat because it's been really hot lately, and I thought it was the dry season, so I didn't carry a raincoat. But now when I reached that town, I had to stop and get myself a raincoat. Now that I have the raincoat, it can allow me to actually continue walking even when it's raining. Yeah, you see that? So those are my people. Yeah. Those are my people, like Rasta. All right, all right. I just landed on a creative way of stopping birds from eating your crops. This is supposed to be a scarecrow or what? Right in the middle of a garden. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice, enjoying my journey, loving it, feeling the energy. Listening to some nice, beautiful music. I'm feeling great. It's nice. So behind me is the town of Kabolasoke in Sembabule district, which is where am I now. This is day 4 of the Faith in Motion trek. Yeah, where I'm walking from Akright in Kampala all the way to Kasese, 345 kilometers. And today, day 4, I want to walk up to a place called Madu, a town in Zimbabwe, Gomba, called Madu. It's on the shores of Lake Wamala. I've actually never ever in my life heard of it, the town that is, or even ever gone there, leave alone going there. And here I am, almost 50 years old. It just shows how modern life has killed the curiosity of people as you are busy surviving, trying to work enough to get money for rent and food and pleasure and comfort. Man, the exploratory instinct in us just dies, and we spend our lives living by the block, our village, our block, our area, and that's it. But we miss out a lot. Uganda is a very small country. It's been safe to move around for a very long time. I don't see why we don't take advantage and do tours, walk around, get a taxi if you can't walk, get to know your country. It's amazing because now I'm walking into a major town. Even Kawulasoke, I've never been here. That's why I decided to use this route actually. Never been here. But now I'm busy enjoying seeing new places, and this place, this whole area is steeped in deep history. You know, the Bachwezi, when they were forming the kingdom of Kitara, they did it in this area by the Lake Wamala, a place called Ntusi. All these places, Bigobia Mujenyi, is all around here. A lot of history. And the Bachwezi, their dynasty, which lasted just about 150 years, was able to have a lasting impact on the whole Great Lakes region. They're the ones who brought or popularized cattle herding. They brought metallurgy, the working with metal smelting. They brought coffee planting. They brought centralized leadership. These are the things that have lasted for centuries that we're still working with by the time the white people came here to colonize us and our minds. They found when the Baganda had a 3-tier system of leadership, all this was initiated by the Bachwezi. They were also very highly spiritual people. They were actually called demigods. I don't know what technology they were using to be able to have that kind of power. Maybe they were breatharians. We're laughing it off, but it's probably true because they were deemed immortal. But anyway, all that knowledge either was lost or is coming back as breatharian knowledge, who knows? But this place is really steeped in deep history. So as I'm walking these lands, breathing this air, doing qigongs and meditation. Last night I woke up, man, at about 4:30, and this morning, not last night, this morning, and did a good 1.5 hours of sitting down qigong. Yeah. So as I'm connecting with this land, this rich land of our ancestors, man, I feel energized, I feel powered up. Now I'm going to go a small 20k kilometers and yeah, get a good place and do some practices and relax. All right, see you. Mwah. Lovely, lovely, lovely outdoors, man. Such a beautiful country we live in, Uganda. So amazing, this country. Man, flat plains. Very conducive for cattle rearing, and that's exactly what people do here. Look where I came from. Yeah, empty roads. It's a therapy room. You know, so much silence. But when it's silent, that's when everything comes to the surface. Everything within you comes to the surface. And you begin to process it. You begin to face your shadow. You begin to listen to your demons. You begin to question things and come up with new assumptions and narratives for your life. Oh man. You begin to you begin to feel the pain in the silence. Sometimes we distract ourselves and we don't feel the pain. But in such a place, in such a beautiful place, quiet like this, on the road like this, all by yourself, one thing happens. The pain as well in the body. You know, the hamstrings, the glutes, you know, all these muscles. By the way, this breatharian journey has turned me into an anatomy specialist. It's actually a bit shaming. I find it a bit embarrassing that one should live their lives without knowing themselves. And here I'm talking about a small part of ourselves, which is our anatomy. Like, how can you not know that you have adductor muscles and abductor muscles and psoas muscles and glutes and obliques? How can you not be knowing that? You don't know yourself. If you don't know yourself, how can you know the world? How can you know it? How can you pretend to even be living if you don't know the components that make you? That's how much the system has really blinded us. You know, it's a bit unacceptable where we are. People walk around not knowing their physical bodies, and if you don't know your physical body, how can you even know the abstract, like your emotional body? So you rely on religion and culture and education to tell you what to do, because actually you don't know who you are and you don't know what needs to be done. That's the kind of life that the breatharian journey seeks to save us from. So as my eyes open, I begin to get extremely embarrassed that I don't know how I run, how I operate. I don't know. I don't know my muscles. I don't know my bones. I don't know my veins, but I'm moving around. Man. But anyway, that's the kind of stuff that goes through my mind when I'm walking all by myself. It's a therapy room, I'm telling you. It's worth millions of dollars of sitting with a psychotherapist. It's amazing. It's amazing. Nice place. So the reason I chose this place, and I found it on the internet, it's called Baita Leisure Camp in Madu on my way to Kasese. And the reason I chose it was because of its nutritiousness. I was looking just on Google Map and I had the view from top and I saw that they had a garden. And I said, man, I have to come to this garden and do some serious energy work while also taking a day off, my rest day. Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. From yesterday I arrived, put my things in the room and immediately come out to this compound and did a Qigong session, 2 hours. Today, since midday, I've been here and it's now 5 o'clock, having time in nature, exercising, Qigonging, resting, doing all the good stuff, listening to awesome content. Man, this is the life. All for what? All because I want to have the best life possible. I want to enjoy myself. I want to optimize this being. That's my goal. The science of transformation. Oh man. Yeah, so it's not been raining. That's why the grass is brown. But of course I have to, ground. So important to ground. And by the way, on this journey, all the way, these 345 kilometers, nothing has changed. I did not change anything. Any opportunity that I get to exercise my way of life, which I call the code or the way, I exercise it. That means I've been fasting every day on the walk, walking all those kilometers. No need to eat, just drinking, just hydrating. Okay, and yeah, I've today as well. Just got up in the morning and took some black tea, no sugarless, and did quite a bit of it, like 4 cups, just to keep the water in the system. And yeah, I've just been spent the whole day empty and meditating and contemplating and reading and exercising, you know. Just feel that out in nature. Do you see that? Man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The trees are dancing to the wind. Oh man, I'm just sitting in the shade, cooling off from a long 2-hour qigong. Standing still, feeling my body, getting into my body. Mind-body optimization. When you get your mind back into your body. This is so important because that's how you stay young and that's how you become more alive when you come back home into your body. Yeah. The ancients have always known it. It's been taught for ages. It's in every book. Come back into the body. Don't use the body to carry your head so that you're always lost in your thoughts. No, come back home into the body. Yeah. And get all that knowledge, the cosmic knowledge, all the wisdom of the whole world is in your body. Your body is an ancient book. It has all your ancestors and their experiences in you. You got it from the earth. The earth is not some passive rock. It's alive. And your body is part of that. You got it from there. So your body is so full of wisdom, so full of great feelings and emotions, and it's the one that generates your thoughts. So how you treat your body, how you neglect it, or how you celebrate it, determines the kind of thought process you have, and therefore the kind of life you have, because as a man thinks, so is his life. Yeah. So let me chill here. Cheers. Hola, hola, hola. Man, the life of a walker, the life of an explorer. So right now, right there, the light behind me is the place I've stayed for 2 nights, Baita Leisure Park in Madu. So I've decided to leave it, go, head on another about 33-kilometer walk that is going to see me end up in a place called you see that is Baita Leisure Park. So the next time that you're around in Madu, please do visit this place. It's really nice. It's homely. I think it's the best place around. Not that I've moved around to know, but you know, based on the caliber of the town, it must be one of the best places. But especially they have a compound and green, so for those of us that would like to always interact with nature, it's so beautiful as a healing place. Yeah, but I'm off. It's about 6:45, you know, so I'm up with the sun because I am the sun as well. And now heading out. Let's see how the journey goes. Man, it's gonna be amazing. I feel it already in my system. Yeah, so here I am with a few kilometers in, maybe about 7. And yeah, thinking about how the spiritual journey, long trekking, long distance walking, is just like the spiritual journey. And in my case, it's really a case of being obsessed with the outcome. Like I'm walking to about 33 kilometers today, but my mind keeps being obsessed with reaching to that destination. When will I reach? When will I reach? How many kilometers are left? And in so doing, I miss out on what is happening right now where I am. As I'm walking, I miss out on the scenery, I miss out on the people, you know. Yeah, and that's the same with the spiritual journey. Actually, one of the things that causes the so-called spiritual abortion is obsession with the outcome. You're meditating for an outcome. You're fasting for an outcome. You know, you're doing pranayama, breathing exercises for an outcome. But what outcome is it if you were asked to define it? Do you even know how it is? Can your mind even fathom it? Leave that alone. Doesn't that take away from the present moment? Doesn't it rob you of the joys of the present moment, which is the only time and the only place you can be? Can you really tell the future? And when I reach my destination where I'm heading, am I going to stay there even 2 days? Why should I even obsess with a place where I'm just going to stay overnight? You know, that's the story of life. There's really no destination. You finish one long trek and you're on to another long trek. So why should you be obsessed with the destinations? Just as in spiritual growth, do we know how far we can take it? In an infinite universe, do we know how far we can take our spirituality? Do we even know what it looks like? There are people in this world, breatharians, like my guru Elitom, who don't eat and don't drink. Can your mind and your knowledge and your exposure allow you to even understand that? That shows you how far spirituality can take you, how much it can change you to something that your mind can't even fathom. You can know. There's no need for you to be obsessed with the outcome. It is the process. And in the process, you focus on the fundamentals, the bare minimum, the basics. You know, master those, embody them. Let them enter all your cells. Yeah, and that's the spiritual journey for you. And that's what long distance walking teaches me. It wakes me up. It wakes me up to the impatience within me. You know, makes it so clear. And I have to deal with it. The impatience within me. The obsession with the destination, with the outcome. You know, the neglect of the process. Actually, the aversion of the process. Aversion of the process, attraction with the destination. All those things that cause resistance that must be dropped so they can be empty and light like a feather. Yeah, to allow the light to enter and do its work on you. Yeah, so this is where I am. That's what's going on in my mind right now. Yeah, dusty road. I'm already looking like an animal. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let me give you a look of some of the dust. Yeah. Tasty. Oh, this is how my place that I slept at in Chai Trading Center, I loved it because it had a garden. This is the garden, and last night I got into the garden and played music on my speaker, and the crescent moon was out, as well as Venus, the planet, right next to the moon. And of course in the village here, because of lack of enough light on the ground, the night sky is quite starry and bright and beautiful. Yeah. And I've been walking in the mist for about 3 hours now. See. Man, there is mist on my arm. You see that white stuff? Look at my legs. I don't know if you can see it properly. Yeah. And my mentor Elitom said that, you know, breatharians at a certain level don't even need to drink water. And his reasoning was that We have water in the atmosphere. We are like fish in the sea asking where the water is. Because our water is vapor. It is the gaseous water, but it is still water. And every breath that you take, you breathe it in. So this makes me think about what Elitom is always saying, you know. Here I am breathing in lots and lots of water. I can imagine from the time I've been walking now 3 hours, how much water I've inhaled. So why do we drink water? That is a very legitimate question. I may not have the answer for it, but it is a legitimate question, since we are literally walking through water. Cheers. Oh man, I've enjoyed this part of the trek. This leg of the trek between Chai and Kabamba. I've really enjoyed it. And the reason I've enjoyed it is because of the aloneness. I mean, I can walk 10 kilometers without meeting a single person. You know, it's all open country, just birds singing, out in nature, connecting 100% with the trees, with the wind, with the tiredness in the body as well, with the impatience in the mind. Man, this is absolute therapy. Just look at this. This is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going, because I've turned around. So you see, just cows. Oh man, it's awesome. I've really enjoyed it because I'm having time with myself, as you can see. No headphones, just me and my thoughts. Therapy.